This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
After the sack on first down, Murray throwing the out route incomplete. That's Drake.
Murray's pass.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And always sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they work this out past the 25. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Throwing on first down, Jones. And his throw is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches.
Off play action. Jones. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again, Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that's complete. It's the tight end, Daniels. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's a... And how about this, a fake? And this is caught, but he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now Jones. It's caught. Shepard. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and
6
4.
yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Jones. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
You remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
On the return, here's Edmonds. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46.
46-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw again, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. After the turnover, here's Murray. Flush to his right. Going deep for Hopkins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Cardinals first down.
From the gun, Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Throwing again, Murray. Throw left side, complete. It's Drake. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Here's Murray from midfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now he's flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Giants' 13-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down.
And from the gun, Murray eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, Sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Jones on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete to Tate. Touchdown, Giants. Golden Tate in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Daniels on the return. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
To kick off for Arizona.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Flush to his right. Looking for his receiver sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
15 yards on the play, first down. Operating from the gun. Murray being chased out left. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. From the gun, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On 2nd and goal, Murray flushed out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Murray again, rolling to his left. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. Jabril Peppers, a former 1st-round pick there on the coverage.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he works free. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A game there of 30 big ones.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Jones now on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, 53 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
2 to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And a loose football. A call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to have a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Andy Lee now. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And a little floater there is incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
And that is incomplete.
Jones on the keeper.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Flush to his right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 60 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Operating from the gun, Murray escaping the pressure right. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Cardinals 6.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now an option play on second down. Forced out to his left. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second down and goal. Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
It's now third.
From the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Golden Tate. His second touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Here's Jones. Operating from the gun. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
06. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, here's Edmonds. Oh, leads him behind on the spin. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And who's got it? The Giants.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. Now Jones off the bootleg. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Jordan Hicks in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Barkley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
You don't want nothing, get there.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. They're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones rolling to his right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Check, 48's the mark. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. By Jordan Phillips, able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
3rd and 17.
Here's Jones off the play fake. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, 55 yards. And the Giants have got it on cruise control.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
Giants.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.